Alright, hi. Welcome to our last episode of the greatest extent of every single country in the world for the week. Yeah, we're going to be doing them Monday through Thursday, like how we've done with most major series like this. And Saturdays are going to be for, whatever, random, whatever. So expect a lot of stuff going up on Saturdays for like important updates and, of course, Q&As. But we'll get to that for another time. Anyways, yesterday we talked about Algeria in Africa. Now we're going back over to Europe to Andorra. So, the time of its greatest extent is technically today, because it's the country in its modern form. Its official name is the Principality of Andorra. What's a principality? Well, we'll get to that here in a little bit. It has existed since 1814. Yeah. All the way back during the Napoleonic era. Which is kind of funny because Andorra is technically right in between both France and Spain. And fun fact, France and Spain are the only countries to have embassies inside of Andorra. Even though both kind of helped create it to begin with. The capital is Andorra la Vella. Alright, the leaders. Now this is where we get kind of interesting. Because they have two heads of state and a prime minister. So they have two co-princes and a prime minister, like how I just mentioned. So, since it is a principality, princes are technically the ultimate, head honcho of the country. And since there are two of them, it's based on a little bit of history. So first, one of the two princes is the Bishop of Urgell, and they act as the co-prince of Andorra. And it is currently Joseph Luis Serrano Patenit. I actually don't know. He has been co-prince of Andorra since May 31st of last year, 2025. And the other co-prince of Andorra is the current president of France. So yeah, we're going to talk about the same guy twice. The current president of France is, I'm pretty sure we all know who it is. It's Emmanuel Macron. So, they are the two princes that are in charge of, as heads of state of Andorra. But of course, like most countries, they have a prime minister that is the head of the government. The current prime minister is Xavier Espad Zamora, and he's been in office since 2019. Emmanuel Macron has also been in office since 2019. So, their form of government is a unitary parliamentary diarch constitutional principality. Yeah, it's a little bit of a mouthful. The official language is Catalan, which is a Romance language similar to French and Spanish. The official religion is Christianity. The size is about 180.55 square miles. Give or take. It's a little over twice as big as Washington, D.C. as a size comparison. Population is roughly 88,941. Their flag is obviously the current flag. The GDP is roughly around $6 billion. They have no military. Yeah, they're one of the very few countries that has absolutely no military at all. Well, to be fair, to be a country right in the middle of some mountains, you're not your landscape is going to be your best defense. The country is best known for, obviously, the co-princes and the prime minister, and the way how the government works, which we kind of briefly went over. Alright, that's all we have for today. Thanks so much for watching the series, our inaugural series of the week. Stay tuned for a random video on Saturday. And we'll see you next week on Monday, and we're going to go back to Africa for Angola. We'll see you then.